Hello, true believers. Time to do another review. This time it's another Adidas box, as you can see. And let's do the unboxing. This is actually for one of Hero's coaches. It's not actually for him because if you look over here, it's a Copa Sense 0.3 turf. It's size US 9.5. Copa Sense 0.3 turf. And I know what you're thinking. It's like, turf? Why get turf? Do you guys play on turf? Actually, no. We don't play on turf, but we do play on hard ground over here, especially now that the rainy season is over. But let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. And here it is. Ta-da! And let me tell you, now that we've been using turf, I don't know how we lived without it. But let's take a look at this Copa Sense 0.3 turf shoes. See, Copa Sense 0.3. Now originally it's 3,500, but it was 70% off. So 70%, so it's like 30 bucks. So we got it on sale, and it is in a popular size, 9.5. So we went ahead and got it. And let me tell you, I wish we would have gotten turf shoes sooner. And I'll tell you why. But let's appreciate the Copa Sense 0.3. It's in black and this green color with a green accent and white. So check it out. And here's what the upper looks like. And it's supposed to be leather. Feels like leather, looks like leather. Does it smell like leather? Okay, so here's what it looks like. Check out the Adidas stripes. So there's this there's this cutoff over here. So it doesn't bother me. It looks like it's part of the design. You've got these little grooves right here. Looks pretty good. And it's a 0.3, so I don't know what kind of material they have with this. Also, what kind of knit material this is. I don't think it's a prime knit, but it's supposed to be leather because it's Copas. So this is what it looks like on the sides. This is what it looks like in the back. It says Copa. This looks like what it looks like inside. So right there, check it out. Copa Sense. It should say, yep, 0.3. You got your little Adidas logo over here. You got these little grooves over here, consistent with the Copa Sense. And some people say they don't like the Copas. We like them. Got no problem with them. And if you look over here, here's the heel counter. So it was a great deal. So we decided to get it. Copa Sense 0.3. And let's look at why we want to get. We're using turf shoes at this time, because check out this sole. Let me see if I can get out of the shadow here. Shadow. So look at these little rubber spikes on the bottom, and they're made out of rubber, so they're going to give you plenty of grip when you step on that hard ground, especially in a lot of the fields that we play at. Most of the grass will be dead because of, number one, the regular use, when they step on the grass gets stepped on a lot. And number two is it's the dry season coming up and it hardly gets any watering. So it's going to be not only mostly dirt, and it's not going to have a lot of grass, but that dirt is going to be rock hard and cured. And this is where these little rubber grips come in very handy. And look, there's like a little Adidas logo. So they're like little round bumps that will give you grip on. And so far what we experienced, here's the advantage of using turf shoes. Number one, they'll give you, if these little bumps, they'll give you better grip on the hard ground. So that's number one. You won't have these big 8 spikes that can't dig into the ground. And number two, they're not gonna get ruined because they're made out of rubber. Number three is that they're gonna be more comfortable. You're not going to get the stud pressure that you would normally get with a firm ground. So that's number three. Number four is they will not get as hot as plastic sole spikes. I noticed Hero told me that like everybody's complaining how hot the ground gets because the heat just transfers right up through the plastic. Well, with these, they give you better insulation. Okay, that's number four. Number five is that they give you a better touch especially when you do sole rolls. So you don't have the spikes that will give you kind of a weird touch on it. So this will give you a better touch when you do sole rolls. That's number five. And number six is they're dirt cheap at 70% off. Not only are they 0.3s, even though they're just 0.3s, the fact that they're 70% off, you can pick up a great pair for only $30. So that's like what six reasons why to get a pair. But my favorite is that it gives you better grip on the ground. It's not hot. It gives you a better touch. And you don't get the stud pressure that you would get with a regular firm ground. So that's why we decided to get Coach also because, the number one other reason is his birthday is coming up. So his birthday was coming up. And we also like the coach that we're playing with. I'll give you the big difference why we like the coach that we're going to be giving this to, because he gives the players a lot of free play. Like he will spend like a good chunk of time, like anywhere between 45 minutes or longer, 30 to 45 minutes to an hour, to let them have free play. And my main complaint, and so number one, they get better conditioning, and number two is they get a better feel for the game. They'll have better passing, because my biggest complaint when he'll train with other private training, and it's only an hour and a half, sometimes an hour and 15 minutes, they will actually only spend 15 minutes actually playing some small games, and that 15 minutes, that's just a warm-up. That's usually when you do your adjusting. Can you imagine playing basketball for only 15 minutes? The first 15 minutes, if you look, everybody misses shooting because they haven't warmed up yet. They haven't fine-tuned their dribbling, their passing. So they make a lot of errors in the beginning because they're still in the middle of their warm-up. So they never really get used to the passing and playing with their teammates. So we've been practicing and training every day, and he's able to get a better chemistry because he's allowing them to play for longer, even though they're not that many. As you can see from our videos, especially today, they've been training every day. They have actually improved a lot. Their passing, their dribbling, their shooting, their team chemistry, their defense. And what's funny is today Hero was using his turf shoes, and he was moving very well out there today, thanks to his turf shoes. So he's got the size and speed and conditioning advantage. On top of that, he's got the shoe advantage. So he did well in today's practice. So I actually didn't take a video of today because I was just enjoying them, watching them play, and then I forgot. Not that I forgot, I was just like, I'd rather watch than take video. So part of his enjoyment with today's practice was the turf shoes, and we were happy to be giving this to our coach that is training every day during Christmas break, which they need, and allowing them to have as much free play as possible so they can enjoy and develop their own style of the game. But anyway, that is my review, unboxing of the shoes. If you're here in the Philippines, or if you're playing hard ground where there's hardly any dirt at all, or it's very dry and the spikes don't dig in anymore, and without it digging in, the spikes are just going to get ruined, then pick up a pair of these turf shoes. You have no excuse not to get them, because number one, they're very cheap, and number two, they're very practical, especially as the weather gets hotter and the summer keeps drying up the ground and keeps curing the ground, and you don't ruin your firm ground shoes. So we are actually getting him a second pair as his backup, and I'll do a review of that. In the meantime, this is a size 9.5 Copa Sense 0.3. Pick one up at boot camp if they have them in your size, and they're available at 70% off. And what's great about these, even though they're like 0.3 takedowns, they're still Adidas. They could last a long time, at least one season or two, before you need to replace them. So even though they're takedowns, they're still durable because of it has the Adidas quality and durability. Okay, that's our review. That's my review of the Copa Sense 0.3 turf shoes. I'll see you guys in the next review. This is Bebs Only. Thanks for watching.
That is, yeah. So you need one here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then this one as well. If I remove, but this one I will change. But this one is really the I think it's like this.
Yeah, I see what you want to do.